The introduction is the first chapter of your thesis, so it's essential to draw the reader in with a strong introduction. Set the stage for your research with a clear focus, purpose, and direction. The introduction should include these 5 things: topic and context, focus and scope, relevance and importance, questions and objectives, overview of the structure. I'll go through them one by one, so stay tuned. Hi, I'm Jessica from Scribbr, here to help you achieve your academic goals. Before you start, although the introduction comes at the beginning of your dissertation, it doesn't have to be the first thing you write. In fact, it's often the very last part to be completed, once you have a clear idea of the text you're introducing. Begin by introducing your topic and giving any necessary background information. It's important to place the topic in context, showing why the topic is timely or important. For example, our topic is young people's attitudes to climate change, and the context could be a relevant news item. After a brief introduction to your general area of interest, narrow your focus and state the scope of your research. For example, what time period does your research cover? What demographics or communities are you researching? In our example here, we're focusing specifically on British teenagers' engagement with climate policy. It's essential to show your motivation for doing this research, how it relates to existing work on this topic, and what new insights will it contribute. So does it contribute to a theoretical problem or help solve a practical problem? Give a brief overview of the current state of research, citing the most relevant literature and indicating how your research will address a gap or problem in the field. In the example here, we address a relevant current issue, build on existing literature, and address the gap in the literature. We emphasize the importance of our research in contributing to a better understanding of the topic. Now moving on to questions and objectives. This is probably the most important part of your introduction. It sets up the expectation of the rest of your dissertation. You should always clearly state the central aim of your research. For example, your research question could be, how do high school students engage with the UK government's policies on climate change? Your objectives could be to conduct qualitative research to gain in-depth insight into students' knowledge, perceptions, and actions in relation to climate policy. If your research involves testing hypotheses, you can formulate them along with a conceptual framework here. You can watch this video on how to formulate a good research question. End with a concise overview of your dissertation structure and summarizing each chapter to clearly show how it contributes to your central aims. 1 or 2 sentences should usually be enough to describe the content of each chapter. For an unconventional structure, you might need more space to make it clear how everything fits together. When your introduction checks off all of the 5 elements we just covered, congrats, you have a strong introduction. Make sure to drop a like and share with your friends if you find this video helpful. I'll see you in the next video.